Hi, I'm Janelle Tedesco, bringing you 10-minute workouts. Thanks so much for coming today. We're going to be doing an upper body workout. So basically like chest and back and shoulders and bis and tris and the whole thing. Actually, we're even going to get in a little obliques. So it's a full upper body workout. We're going to start doing some exercises standing, and then we're going to move to the floor and use the floor for some resistance as well. Okay, let's get started. We're going to do each exercise for about 45 seconds. I want you to twist your arms back and forth. You can probably see how my palms are going up and down and up and down. And as you're doing that, you're moving your arms up, and then we're going to go down to the sides. We're going to open them. We're going to continue that by going up. All the way to the top, twisting, twisting, twisting. Very good for your shoulders here. And then we're opening to the sides. All the way down. And up. Like I said, doing each exercise about 45 seconds-ish, okay? So now, from this position, we're going to do a squeeze in. You're going to go back out, and you're going to do a squeeze up. Now, if you want for fun, you can make a clap sound, but you don't have to do that. I am not going to clap, but clapping is actually really good as well because it gives a little more resistance. It makes all the muscles kind of vibrate against each other, and then they have to lock back into position. It's very interesting about how certain things work like that. But we have some other exercises that are going to do that for your muscles. So right now, I am just not clapping on this. I'm focused on the movement, nice and slow, in, out, up, and down. Next exercise, when you go to the gym, there's a machine where you can squeeze, and this is for your chest, and then you can move the machine and you can push out on it, and that's going to be for your back. So we're going to try to imitate that, but by using our own body resistance. So think of squeezing something in together. When this is fine if you only get to here. If you can get them all the way together, that's great, but then you just relax them back out. So squeeze them in really tight. Just let it go back to the position. So we don't, I actually sort of like bounced back. Just relax it back out. Squeeze it in really tight. Like you can feel that there's like a ball that you're trying to squish. You're trying to get all the air out of the balloon. Whatever image works for you. Just really squeeze them and then relax it. Really squeeze them. And you can really feel that if you really concentrate on it, which is interesting about how much our mind plays a part in our exercise. All right, now we're going to do the same exercise, the same movements, but now guess what? You're going to try to resist against you, like somebody's pushing you, and then just bring them back in. So now you're working your back. And if you were just to look at me, it would look like I was doing kind of the same exercise, but I'm pushing back. Okay, and then just let them come back in. Pushing back. This one's harder. It's harder to find that resistance. Sometimes I feel like I need to lean forward as I push back. That kind of helps. I'm not 100% sure why. Just pushing back. All right. Pushing back. And then relaxing forward. Pushing back, and then relaxing forward. Okay, shake your arms out just a little bit. You've been working them really hard so far. Okay, now we're actually going to be doing we're working our obliques here. So let's get your arms behind your head, and then we're just going to go back and forth. I knew the word. I totally did. Believe it or not, even just having your hands above like shoulder height, you're working your muscles just to hold your arms there. So sometimes if you ever feel like, oh, I don't really have time to work out, I'm sitting at my desk, just put your arms up over your head, hold them there for like a minute, you know, or squeeze your hands back and forth. But there are a lot of very small movements that you can do to work out your upper body without weights, without going to the gym, and without even having to, oh, I just kept going on that one, didn't I? All right, now we're gonna do punches. If you've done any of my other videos, you know I like doing punches. I was a stunt woman. And we're gonna just punch back and forward, but instead of just doing the movement like this, I want you to jab, because that, like I said, your muscles have to readjust every time they do something quick like this. It's also hard to talk when you do this, unless you punctuate the talking with the punching. That was just a growl, maybe a bark, I'm not sure. All right, we're just punching. Just punch forward, little jabs. However, it's most comfortable for you, but you're working your entire arm and shoulders. And as you see, there's a little twisting in here as well. Even though you're going forward, you're still twisting, so your obliques are being engaged as well. Okay, now we're gonna go down on the ground. First thing I want you to do is just a couple of push-ups, however are comfortable for you, whether it's putting your knees down, straight up. Just do whatever, just like 2 or 3, because once we work them some more, it gets harder to be able to do this. All right, now I want you to put yourself in a square position here. I'm gonna call these square push-ups. So you're making a square, and instead of bringing your nose down, you're gonna bring your forehead down. Try your best to maintain the 90-degree angle with your legs and your upper body. It's a little bizarre. But again, I really like using different muscles, doing different movements to target different areas of your muscles. I think that helps. Yeah, this one might be harder on your knees. I probably should mention that. Depends. If it is, put a towel on your knees. I'll take them down at this point. Sorry about that. Okay. Next we're going to do, we're kind of going to be holding a plank, but once you're in that plank position, I'm going to have you open up to each side. So you hold the plank, you open up, put your hand on your hip and open your whole body. Go back down. Whatever pace works for you, open up and then back down. When you get back down into the plank position, try to reposition your body so that it's flat, so you don't end up doing that. And we're just going back and forth. Yeah. Reposition. Very, very easy to get to a point where you let your hips go up. And one more on the side. All right. Next exercise is very silly. Okay, if you have a hard floor, a pillow or a towel will work, or you can even use your legs. On the carpet here, I can just punch back and forth. Quick, small punches, engagement with the floor or the towel or the pillow or arms, whatever. I mean, legs, arms to legs, punching the legs. The engagement of making contact, again, makes your muscles constantly have to reposition themselves back into place. It's like a shake. Not the kind that you drink. I don't drink shakes anymore. They're pretty yummy though. It's been a while. Maybe I'll treat myself to a shake this summer. I think it's important to treat yourself, by the way. All right, we're done with our weird little punches. All right, now is our last exercise. Okay, and we're just going to do tricep dips. Pretty standard. So once again, kind of get yourself into like 90-degree, like reverse square type position. And we're just gonna dip. You dip as low as feels right to you. You don't have to have your blood all the way up there. Sometimes that's kind of hard on your shoulders. It's hard on my shoulders. like the stretching aspect of it. But just small movements. Sticking your tongue out. Movements are good. And one more. Yikes! And we're done! Woo! You did it! I hope that you loved that. I hope it was like a great upper body workout and that you feel wonderful. I would love it if you could leave me a comment and tell me what you thought of this video. Hit like if you like it, hit subscribe, and come back and see me for the next video. Thanks.